Introduction to Ethics, General Education course exploring the foundations and frameworks of moral decision-making. Ethics, often referred to as moral philosophy, is a fundamental branch of philosophy that involves the systematic study, defense, and recommendation of concepts related to right and wrong behavior. It is not only concerned with abstract theories but also with practical applications that directly influence human conduct. Ethics serves as a cornerstone for guiding individuals in distinguishing ethical actions from unethical ones, and it plays a pivotal role in shaping the norms, principles, and values that govern human behavior and societal interactions. Through the lens of ethics, we are able to critically examine the foundations of moral reasoning, the nature of human responsibility, and the consequences of our actions. This course is meticulously designed to delve into these foundational concepts and the diverse ethical frameworks that define and inform our roles as moral agents. By providing students with a comprehensive and in-depth understanding of how values, moral judgments, and authoritative sources influence both our personal identities and our interactions within society, the course aims to equip learners with the skills necessary to navigate the complexities of ethical decision-making in a rapidly changing world. At its core, ethics is deeply concerned with the analysis and examination of human actions, as well as the principles that underpin these actions. This field of study transcends mere theoretical discourse. It has profound and far-reaching practical implications for how we conduct our lives, make decisions, and engage with others in various social contexts. By delving into ethical theories and concepts, individuals can cultivate a more nuanced and sophisticated understanding of the moral complexities that arise in daily life. This enhanced understanding not only aids in personal moral development but also fosters the ability to make well-reasoned and sound decisions that align with both individual values and the collective values of the broader community. Ethics, therefore, becomes a vital tool for navigating the moral landscape of modern society, where diverse and often conflicting values must be reconciled in the pursuit of a just and equitable world. The course is structured into 3 distinct and comprehensive parts, each meticulously addressing critical aspects of ethical inquiry and moral reasoning. These parts are designed to build upon one another, progressively deepening the students' understanding of ethical principles and their application to real-world scenarios. In Part 1, Key Concepts and Ethical Dimensions of Human Existence, we embark on an exploration of the essence of what it means to be a moral agent, a being capable of making ethical choices and taking responsibility for those choices. This section delves deeply into the intricate and complex relationship between philosophy and ethics, examining how philosophical inquiry and reflection shape and inform our ethical perspectives. We explore the fundamental nature of moral agency, considering how our ability to reason, reflect, and make choices defines our moral identity. The role of value judgments in guiding our decisions is critically analyzed, along with an in-depth exploration of various sources of moral authority, such as cultural norms, religious doctrines, and legal frameworks, all of which play a significant role in shaping and influencing our ethical outlooks and decision-making processes. This section also considers the historical development of ethical thought, tracing the evolution of moral philosophy from ancient to modern times and examining how these ideas have been applied to address the moral challenges of different eras. In Part 2, The Moral Act, the course shifts its focus to the more practical and applicable aspects of ethical decision-making. Here, we explore the various factors that influence and shape moral decisions, including emotional responses, rational deliberation, and the principle of impartiality, considering all perspectives fairly and without bias. This section emphasizes the vital importance of moral courage, which is the ability to act ethically and make the right choices even in the face of potential risks, opposition, or challenges. Moral courage is explored not only as an individual virtue but also as a social necessity in the face of injustice and ethical dilemmas that require collective action. Furthermore, we examine how key ethical theories, such as utilitarianism, which emphasizes achieving the greatest good for the greatest number, and Kant's rights theory, which focuses on respecting the inherent dignity and rights of individuals, provides structured and logical approaches to understanding and resolving moral dilemmas that arise in everyday life. We also consider the limitations and criticisms of these theories, encouraging students to engage critically with the material and to develop their own informed ethical perspectives. Finally, in Part 3, Moral Disposition Frameworks, we take a deeper and more thorough look at two influential and enduring traditions that have shaped moral philosophy for centuries: natural law and virtue ethics. Natural law is grounded in the belief that certain rights and values are inherent and universal by virtue of human nature. It provides a framework for evaluating ethical issues based on the perceived natural order and moral principles that transcend cultural and societal differences. This approach to ethics emphasizes the importance of adhering to universal moral laws that are believed to be written into the very fabric of the natural world. On the other hand, virtue ethics emphasizes the importance of developing good character traits, such as honesty, courage, and compassion, as the foundation for ethical behavior and decision-making. Virtue ethics focuses on the moral development of the individual, stressing the importance of cultivating virtues that enable one to live a flourishing and morally exemplary life. This part of the course also addresses and explores contemporary ethical challenges, including the effects of cultural pluralism and globalization on moral standards and norms, and considers the role of religion in ethics. The influence of religion on ethical thinking is highlighted, showing how various religious traditions have contributed to the development of moral principles and how these principles continue to shape ethical discourse in modern society. This section encourages students to reflect on their own ethical beliefs and to consider how these beliefs are shaped by the cultural, religious, and philosophical traditions they encounter. The course concludes with a synthesis of the insights gained throughout the journey, aimed at empowering students to navigate and make informed ethical decisions in the complex and rapidly evolving ethical landscape of the modern world. Through a series of examinations, practical assessments, and reflective exercises, students will have the opportunity to demonstrate their understanding of ethical principles and their ability to apply these principles to real-world scenarios. By the end of the course, students will be equipped with the necessary tools and knowledge to engage in thoughtful, informed, and responsible ethical decision-making in both their personal and professional lives. The course also aims to foster a sense of ethical responsibility, encouraging students to consider the broader impact of their actions on society and the world at large. Example of ethics in everyday decision-making. Imagine you are a parent faced with the decision of whether to allow your child to join an outing with friends. You know that your child is eager and excited to go because they find joy and fulfillment in participating in such activities. However, you are also acutely aware of the potential risks and dangers that your child may encounter outside, especially since you may not be present to supervise and ensure their safety. This situation presents a classic ethical dilemma, where you must balance conflicting values and responsibilities to arrive at a decision that aligns with your ethical principles. This is a prime example of where ethics in decision-making becomes essential. As a parent, you will rely on and apply your core life principles, such as valuing your child's freedom and autonomy, as emphasized in virtue ethics, and the fundamental need to protect them from any possible harm or danger, as emphasized in natural law. You must carefully weigh and consider what is best in this situation, granting them the freedom to explore and enjoy themselves or ensuring their safety by keeping them close and protected. This decision requires you to consider not only the immediate consequences of your choice but also the long-term impact on your child's development and well-being. In the end, if you decide to allow your child to go on the outing, this decision could be seen as an expression of your belief that such experiences are essential for their growth, development, and becoming a responsible individual, aligned with virtue ethics. By allowing them to experience the world and learn from their interactions, you are fostering their independence and encouraging the development of virtues that will serve them throughout their lives. On the other hand, if you choose not to let them go, it could be interpreted as a reflection of your prioritization of their safety and well-being above all else, aligned with natural law. In this case, you are emphasizing the importance of protecting your child from potential harm, ensuring that they are shielded from risks that they may not yet be equipped to handle on their own. In this seemingly simple yet significant decision, we can clearly see how ethics plays a crucial role in our everyday lives, guiding us to make choices that align with our values and principles. This example illustrates how ethical decision-making is a dynamic process that involves balancing multiple considerations, reflecting on our values, and making choices that reflect our commitments to the well-being of ourselves and others.